Welcome to Sessions in ASP.NET, taking user input in one page and displaying it on another page. In this page, we see three input types like name, age, and semester. The whole form structure is wrapped within the form element. When the form is submitted, by clicking the button, it triggers a post back to the session, and the values entered into the text box and drop-down list are sent to the session variables. This is the output student form. In the page, we see output and display name, age, and semester. This ASP.NET Web Forms code creates a simple form where users can input their **name****************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** select their **semester*** from a drop-down list. The form contains two text box controls, txt name and txt age, for entering the name and age, and a drop-down list, DDL semester, with 4 selectable options representing different semesters. A button, BTN Submit, is provided for form submission, which triggers the BTN Submit _click event in the code behind when clicked. All controls are server-side elements. Runat is equal to server, meaning they can be accessed and processed in the ch code behind on the server when the form is submitted. This code captures the user's input from 2 text boxes, txt name, txt age, and 1 drop-down list, DDL semester, and stores those values in session variables. Session variables can be used to pass data between pages or to persist data during a user's session, which is useful when navigating across different parts of the website. Session variables are used to store user-specific data across different pages, allowing the user to navigate between pages while keeping their input available. This is particularly useful in multi-step processes or when gathering data from different web forms. This code defines 3 label controls in an ASP.NET Web Forms page. Labels are used to display static or dynamic text on the page. These 3 label controls are placeholders for displaying information. They are server-side elements and can be updated dynamically from the code behind, often after the user submits a form. For example, after the form is submitted, LBL name, LBL age, and LBL semester could display the user's entered name, age, and selected semester respectively. Checking input null or not null. This code checks whether session variables, session, name, session, age, and session, sem, have been set, i.e., they are not null. If a session variable exists, it assigns its value to the respective label control, LBL name, LBL age, LBL semester, on the page, converting the session value to a string using .toString. If any of the session variables are null, i.e., not set, it displays a default message such as name not available, age not available, or semester not available in the corresponding label. This ensures that if the session data is missing, the labels will still display a meaningful message to the user. The response.redirect, default to .asks, statement in ASP.NET is used to redirect the user's browser to a different page, in this case, default to .asks. When this line is executed, the browser stops processing the current page and sends a new request to the default to .asks page, effectively navigating the user to that page. This is commonly used after form submissions or to guide users to a different page after completing an action. Practice problem. First page, create input.aspx. Design a simple form with a text box for the user's name and a button to submit the form. Second page, create greeting.aspx. Retrieve the name from the session variable and display a personalized greeting. Thank you.